In this video, I will be showing you the runes to take, itemizations, counters, and much more for Taric support. So to start off for the runes, it's pretty much personal preference between Guardian and Glacial Augment. However, I prefer Glacial Augment. So when you go Glacial Augment, follow it with Magical Footwear since you don't get any advantage from going the other runes in this row. Then take Futures Market because free money and we love that. Or Biscuit Delivery if you need help with sustain and lane. For the final row, take either Cosmic Insight if you need help with engaging since our only engage is flashing, otherwise go Approach Velocity so you can stay on top of your opponents and just spam auto Qs. For your secondary, go Second Win if you're versing Heavy Poke, or go Bone Plating if you're going to be all-inning a lot. Next, take Revitalize since you're a shield/heal support, or if they have a lot of CC, then take Unflinching. For your shards, go Attack Speed, Ability Power, and then if they are heavy CC, take Tenacity, otherwise go for the extra 60 HP. Now, if you want to go Guardian, take whichever you prefer between Demolish, Font to Life, or Shield Bash. It's really just personal preference in this row. Then go Second Wind into Poke matchups, or Bone Plating into all-in matchups. Next, take Revitalize since you have a lot of shields and heals, or Unflinching if they have a lot of CC. For your secondary, take Presence of Mind so that you can just keep spamming abilities in team fights, or Triumph if you prefer, but try to get used to Presence of Mind since it's better for Taric. Then go Tenacity if they have a lot of CC, otherwise go Alacrity so you can spam those autos. And then same shards as before, Attack Speed, Ability Power, Tenacity/HP. Now, for what to build as a first item, because we have so many options, is obviously World Atlas. And then when you can upgrade your item, take Bloodsong. It's just the best item since you can proc its passive super easy when you auto Q auto. For the second item, you need a mana item, so you can spam your Qs in team fights. So take Frozen Heart every game, it's just overpowered right now and works great into heavy AD comps. Some say Fimbulwinter is a better option into heavy AP comps, but I still prefer Frozen Heart and has been working really good for me. Third item, you should have your Magical Footwear by now, so build Boots of Swiftness is the best option since it'll help you engage and stay on your opponents. But if they have a lot of CC, then take Magical Footwear. And if they have heavy AD, then Play It Steel Caps is the shoe for you. For the fourth item, if the enemy has a lot of healing, take Bramble Vest, but only build into Thornmail when you have nothing else to. Now, if they don't have a lot of healing, then take Knight's Vow and put it on the ally doing the best. As a fifth item, if you didn't build Knight's Vow as a fourth item, build it now, or if you did, go a magic resist option like Force of Nature if they have a lot of CC, so you can stack its passive easier. Otherwise, Canic Runkin is the better option, and if your team has at least 3 AP, then, and only then, take Abyssal Mask, because otherwise you don't get much value out of it. Excuse me! Now, for your final item, you can either build into Thornmail, assuming you build Bramble Vest beforehand, or go Redemption if they have a lot of area effect damage, otherwise Zig's Convergence is good, since it'll help you stick to enemies and spam your auto Qs. For counters, Taric works really well into engaged supports, since unlike most melee supports, he can stun you through the wave, whereas champions like Thresh needs you outside the wave to hook you. So try fighting in a wave into those sort of matchups. Now, on the off chance you do get engaged on, that's fine, since you want your opponent on top of you, because that way you can spam Q autos and just out-sustain and damage them. So champions like Nautilus, Alistair, and even Leona are great matchups for Taric. Bad matchups for Taric are champions that have good mobility or a way to slow you, since Taric's only engage is to E-Flash, so without Flash he has no engage. So a champion like Karma can just speed herself and run away. Now since Taric's heal isn't very strong and costs a lot of mana early on, heavy poke champions just wreck you, so champions like Janna, Karma, Zerath are great counters to Taric. Now, your abilities are as follows. For your passive, it's called Bravado, which when you use an ability, your next two autos deal more damage and lower the cooldown of your other spells. Next is Starlight's Touch, which is your Q. It heals yourself, your linked ally, plus others around, and when you use a passive auto, it instantly refreshes the cooldown of your Q. Your W is called Bastion. It links you with an ally while shielding you and your ally, plus increasing each other's armor, and when you use an ability, it will cast from Taric and your linked ally. Dazzle is your E. This ability will stun after a short delay. Your ultimate is Cosmic Radiance, which after a short delay will make all allies within a circle around you have invulnerability. Now, for one of the two tips and tricks I have for you is E-Flash. You see how if you flash E, it gives them a lot of time to react, whereas if you were to E, wait, and flash, it gives them almost no time to react. My final tip / answer for you is no, enemies cannot see your W tether. So if you have an ally in a bush and you're outside it, you could cast your dazzle or E and they will only see yours, so you can set up cool cheeses, and it also works vice versa with you in the bush. For laning with Taric, in all matchups you'll take E at level 1, and you play Taric pretty much the same way in every matchup. In heavy poke matchups or high sustain matchups, you need to just all in them, because if you wait around and do nothing, they just poke you out, or they take short trades and just out-sustain you. When against all-in champions, try to play in the wave, because most melee supports have a hook, and so they can't use their key ability on you if you're in the wave, but you can still stun them. So once you hit level 2, take Q, and then look to E-flash on your enemies when they overstep. And then, even if they flash away, you'll be able to stay on them since you'll have taken approach velocity. At level 3, you'll take another point into Q if you are versing heavy poke. Otherwise, just go W. Level 4, you'll take another point into Q, then max E, then W, then Q, and obviously your ultimate whenever you can. In matchups where you have a scaling ADC, unless the enemies really overstep, just wait for the later stages in the game. Even if you just wait till you're level 6, you can take a fight then and win any 2v2. The way Taric plays team fights is different to most melee support, since he has no engage outside of his flash. So if you have an ally that can engage, put your W on them and help them by using your E, and stand near your backline to peel for them. Now, if your opponent has lots of engage, then you can just wait for them to force a fight on you, and when they do, use your ultimate and win the fight. However, if you do have flash and you're the only one that can engage, then put your W on your backline. That way, even if you're not near them, you can still peel for them with your shields and heals. And that's all, everyone. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and comment what champion you want to see next.